Let me start by saying that I am an extreme skeptic when it comes to paid coaching of any kind. I'm always worried it's going to be a scam or a waste of money, and if you feel the same way, to be honest with you, I think that's very legitimate. With that being said, for me to make this video is a little bit outside my comfort zone, but I will say that for the first time in my life, I invested in myself with the Video Ranking Academy, and 2 weeks later, to the day, I went from having 300 subs roughly to over 4,200 subs, and then one video that has, and counting, over 100,000 views, and this all happened in a short 10-day window. My jaw is legitimately still on the floor. I did not expect to have this kind of growth for years, but with Video Ranking Academy, by the way, it took me an entire year to make a decision. It has legitimately helped me, so I'm gonna give you an honest review so that you can figure out if this is gonna be a good tool for you or not. Check it out. So I think the most helpful thing that I can do at this point is show you a behind-the-scenes look at my YouTube analytics and what happened when I invested myself with the Video Ranking Academy program. So here we are in my channel dashboard. I'm gonna jump into analytics so I can give you an in-depth breakdown of this growth by date. I'm gonna click on date here, and then I'm gonna add in my subscribers so that you can see what happened with subscribers and views side by side. So I had had my channel up and running for a while, and then I invested in VRA on February 22nd. Here's proof from my email. I pay 97 bucks a month. I chose the monthly plan, and on February 22nd is when I pulled the trigger. I got immediate access. So check this out. On March 8th, literally 2 weeks later to the day, this is when I started to see explosive growth. I went from 614 to 1100 to 2100, and then it exponentially has grown since then, all the way up to, I guess I don't have the 18th there, so technically 9 days, but the views have been insane. I mean, 98,000. I would have never guessed this. I mean, 3,700 subscribers. This I thought was going to take years. Let me go back to my main channel here, or the main dashboard in the analytics, up 7,000%. Here's a major point. I completed all of my monetization goals. I have not received the email yet, but I have my 4,000 watch hours. I have my 1,000 subscribers. And this is honestly, guys, the part that blew me away the most is look at these views per hour. I mean, this is way outside what I thought would be possible this quickly. Over 1,500 right now as we speak, getting over 1,000 views per hour. This has been incredible growth. So let me get out of here and I'm gonna break down some more details about the actual program itself. So as we jump in, I'm guessing you're like me and you got serious about your YouTube channel, or you wanna get serious about it, and you want a program that's not gonna be a scam and that's not gonna be a waste of your money or time. So what I'm gonna do is break down why I chose VRA over other programs, and then I'm gonna give you a behind the scenes look of the dashboard. Once you get in there, once you pay for the program, what are you actually getting? If at any point in this video you want to sign up for VRA, use the link in my description below. It'll take you directly to the site. So the first reason I chose VRA is because they keep their best coaching programs up to date. Some of the other courses I was looking at, they had made a program literally years ago and they were still selling the same product. So I knew enough to know that if you want to succeed on YouTube, you need real-time data that is constantly changing as the YouTube algorithms and everything about YouTube changes, and VRA did a phenomenal job of that. In fact, they made a completely revamped VRA version that is supposed to be designed for 2020 and beyond, so they are actively adopting to the changes in YouTube. This was a huge selling point for me. The second reason I chose VRA is because I didn't have to pay an ungodly amount of money to actually get in the program and get started. For me personally, the price tag was a big deal. I was not prepared, nor did I want to spend $5,000 or $10,000 for YouTube coaching, especially because it was my first go round. And as you've already seen, I only paid 97 bucks a month. And I think in terms of going full-time on YouTube and getting actually good quality coaching, 97 bucks is nothing for me, so I was willing to pull the trigger on that. The third reason I chose VRA, and probably the most important for me, is I noticed that Sean Cannell and his team are hanging out in community with some of the top content creators and some of the top YouTube coaches in the industry. A lot of the scammy coaching stuff that I see, they're typically claiming that they have like cracked the code, or they have this unique idea and they're isolated from a different community of people who have a lot of success doing this. And Sean Cannell and his team don't do this. They're actually communicating the same things that some of the top content creators and coaches in the world are saying are the real keys to YouTube success, not this special key that no one else knows. Typically, when there's a lot of success in one area, a lot of people are saying the same thing. So when I recognize that Sean Cannell and Think Media team are hanging out with a lot of these other people, there were common themes that I identified that I knew were probably a strong indicator that this is going to be a good program. So those are my 3 reasons why I actually ended up pulling the trigger and the value proposition that I think Think Media and VRA program gives. Now I'm going to jump into a dashboard perspective and give you a behind the scenes look of, once you buy this program, what are you actually going to get on the other side? So here we are in the dashboard, the SeanCannell.com dashboard. This is what it will look like when you purchase a product. I have several different assets from Think Media because I found so much value, but for the purpose of this video, let's just go into the Video Ranking Academy. And real quick, let me go back here. You'll see new. This is what I was talking about earlier. They revamped this whole thing to be more relevant to immediately what's happening in 2021 and beyond. So immediately what you might be thinking when you jump in, and this is what I thought, oh my gosh, I paid $100 a month for 6 different trainings. This is not how it works. Under everything that you click here, there are several different videos under each single one. So these things go super in depth. And even here, oh, it's 6 plus 6. No, it's not. It's actually when you click here, there are several different stages and chapters in each module. So one of the things I love is that it's very in depth. There is a ton of content here. And then secondarily, it flows very, very well. There's an introduction. And so your brain, once you go to introduction, then it goes to the 7R system and all these different things that Sean Cannell talks about, it flows and it's easy to follow. So it's not just all thrown together and it's disorganized. It's very easy to track and follow and grow your YouTube channel as you work through these different things. And I wanted to show you one thing real quick under this hypergrowth thing, which I'm pumped to crush it. These questions are so valuable. Like for example, I started a YouTube channel, I've been crushing it, but I changed my plan. I realized I'm passionate about something else or I want to do something else. What do I do if I have to change my plan? I mean, this is valuable, right? Like these kinds of pieces of information are incredible. So I think there's a lot of value that I've found in here, obviously, because of what's happened with my YouTube channel. So let me get out of this dashboard and explain the last most valuable piece that I think VRA has to offer. The final thing that VRA offers is a private Facebook group for VRA members only. And when I say skeptic, I mean I was super skeptical of just a Facebook group. What value does it really add? Once I got in the Facebook group, I was actually pretty surprised. There are, I think, over 7,500 members. There are constant exclusive trainings. There are constant questions and just think tanks of ideas that can help you propel your YouTube channel to a new level. There's something to be said for a group of 7,500 plus people that are all trying to do the exact same thing and that are all willing to get in the same space and encourage each other to go full time. So I have actually really enjoyed it. I go to the Facebook page literally every single day and post several times a week. It's been actually super powerful for me. So those are all the positives, but it would not be an honest review without a few of the negatives. So let me break down what I think really is the one major negative. The one negative I could come up with, I don't really see it as a negative. I've obviously had an incredible experience, but you might, is you're not getting one-on-one coaching. Nobody is going to allow you to drop their YouTube channel in front of you and say, hey, I'm going to grow this for you. You might be able to find somebody, but you're probably going to be paying them a ton of money to do that for you. This is a lot of groupthink and a lot of think tank stuff. I got personal coaching this morning, but it was in a private Facebook group with 40 people, and I got to ask a question and it was answered. So you are going to have to put in the work. Nobody is going to grow your channel for you with VRA. That might be a negative. That might be what you're looking for, but that's not what VRA is. This is the last thing I'll say, but arguably the most important. Whether it's VRA or whatever course you're looking at, the moment that my YouTube growth exploded was the moment that I chose to put my money where my mouth was and take massive steps of faith to invest in myself. The consistent theme I have seen with every YouTube creator that has found extreme success are the people that make radical steps of faith, radical steps of financial investment, and literally put all their eggs in the basket. That is when I have seen people take off the most. That's what I did. I spent thousands of dollars all at once with Think Media, and literally 2 weeks later, it blew up. So if you want to make a career on YouTube, click the link in the description and just go sign up. You'll have access immediately and you will find success. It's just a matter of how willing are you to invest in yourself to crush it on YouTube. I hope this video helped. We'll talk to you next time.